the skillet before Jethro comes down to breakfast. He'll eat 'em raw, shells and all.
Hey, looky here, Granny. Somebody done sent us a telegram.
Don't open it, Jed. It's bad news.
How you know?
Telegrams is always bad news. Somebody's passed on.
I think we gotta open it.
Please don't, Jed. There's been a death in the family. I just know it.
Now you're jumping to conclusions.
You mark my words. It won't be long until old Duke will commence to howling. And you know what that means.
Any howling around here will be done when Jethro comes down and finds out his breakfast ain't ready.
How can he think about food at a time like this, when there's a death in the family?
Telegram don't have to mean that. Now I'm going to open it.
I ain't gonna listen.
Well, doggies. It's from Llewellyn Aiden in Monroe, Louisiana.
Why, that's that little girl that Jethro used to tote her books back home.
I thought you wasn't going to listen.
Can I help it if I got ears like a hawk?
Well, anyway, Llewellyn says she is coming to California. In fact, she's flying in this morning.
What for?
Well, she says she's finally going to take the big step, and she can't wait to see Jethro.
I wonder what she means by the big step.
Dogs, if I know.
Morning, everybody. Where's Riddle?
I'll commence fixing breakfast right away.
Thank you, Granny.
Jethro, you recollect a little girl back home named Llewellyn Aiden?
Llewellyn Aiden.
Yeah, she moved down to Louisiana about the time we come out here to California.
Llewellyn Aiden.
You used to tote her books to school.
Oh, yeah. I used to call her Cupcake.
Cupcake?
Sweetest thing I ever put my lips to.
Llewellyn was, huh?
No, the cupcake she used to tote to school in her lunchbox. Quick as I was done eating my lunch, she'd give me what was left of hers.
She liked you, huh?
Yeah. I was crazy about her, too. First time I ever really fell in love.
With Llewellyn?
No, with her cupcakes. They was molasses cupcakes with marshmallow icing.
Well, how did you feel about Llewellyn?
I liked her fine. Why?
Well, in her telegram here, she says she is coming to California this morning. She can't wait to see you. And she is finally going to take the big step.
I wonder what she means by that.
That's what your granny and me was trying to figure out. You ever proposed to her?
You mean marriage?
Yeah, did you ever ask her to marry you?
Oh, gosh. I remember. I'd give her a ring.
Engagement ring?
Well, I don't know. We was walking home from school, and I seen this here horseshoe nail lying on the road. So I picked it up with my toes.
Showing off, huh?
I did. Well, anyways, I bent it into a ring, and I slipped it on her finger.
Was it by any chance the third finger of her left hand?
Yeah, it was. And then I kissed her.
You did, huh?
Yeah, there was still some icing left on her lips.
Now, Jethro, think hard. Try to recollect everything you said to her on the day you put the ring on her finger.
Okay, well, let me think.
Did you ask her to wait for you?
Yep, that's exactly what I said. I said, Llewellyn, you wait for me.
You recollect anything else you said?
Well, when we got to her house, I said, sweetheart, I says, someday you and me is going to share everything together.
Jethro, it looks to me like you was facing a wedding.
I am?
Yeah, well, figure it out for yourself. You put a ring on her engagement finger. You kissed her. You asked her to wait for you, and you said someday you and her was going to share everything.
Yeah, well, when I said share everything, I meant everything in her lunchbox, not just the cupcakes.
Maybe that's what you meant, but I don't think that's the way she took it. Boy, you were just a handful of rice away from being a married man.
But, Jed, I can't marry no little old hillbilly girl like Llewellyn Aiden.
Why not?
Because I'm a sophisticated playboy, a member of the international jet set. Why, if I was to walk into that palace in Monaco with that little old hayseed, why, Princess Grace and Prince Reindeer would throw me out.
Well, don't go to see Princess Grace and Prince Reindeer.
Well, Jed, ask me to give up polo. Ask me to give up skiing in the Alps. But don't ask me to give up my friends.
Did you all figure out what Llewellyn meant by that telegram?
Yeah, Granny. Appears like she's coming out here to marry Jethro.
She's got to find me first.
Jed, he left without eating.
No question about it, the boy panicked.
Well, let's sit down and eat. If we share Jethro's breakfast, we'll still have enough left over for lunch and supper.
Rusty, please. I'm having enough trouble trying to learn typewriting without you grabbing for the keys.
Well, Elly, time to head for the bank and your first day as a working girl.
Miss Jane, I'm afraid I'll never learn to type as good as you.
Oh, don't let that concern you. There are other things you can do.
Well, I'll try the best I know how.
Your very presence among us will ensure the rest of us girls decent treatment from old Grump Grub.
Who?
Mr. Drysdale.
Bye, Rusty. Bye, world. See y'all after work.
Elly, are that cat and that rooster compatible?
Oh, no. They gets along just fine.
Oh, no. Good. Good. Jane Hathaway here. Oh, hello, Mr. Clappett.
Miss Jane, I sure do hate to bother you, but there's a friend of ours arriving at the airport directly, and Jethro ain't around to meet her.
Well, suppose Elly and I meet her.
That'd be dandy. I'm sure Elliot recognized her. They was youngins together.
Llewellyn Aiden, flight number 5 from Monroe, Louisiana, 9:30 a.m. We'll be there.
I sure do appreciate it. I'll call Mr. Drysdale and tell him you'll be late. Bye.
Bye.
Jed, me and old Duke has searched this place from the front gate to the root cellar.
No sign of Jethro?
Not a hide nor hair. And the truck is gone, too. But he left this note.
What does it say?
It says he ain't gonna marry no freckle-faced, barefoot hick. And he ain't coming home until she's gone.
This is going to be a mite awkward to explain to Llewellyn.
You call her up and tell her not to come.
Too late for that now, Granny. Miss Jane and Ellie Mae is on the way to the airport to meet her now.
Jed, maybe you can't hold a boy to an engagement made when he was in the 2nd grade.
I wouldn't count on it, Granny. Jethro was 14 at the time.
Well, Llewellyn, what do you think of the club at home?
I declare, it's as big as the Capitol building in Baton Rouge.
Yes, it's quite imposing.
I thought you was fetching home little Llewellyn. Where is she?
I'm Llewellyn.
No.
Yes'm, Granny. This is her.
Well, welcome to California, Llewellyn.
Thank you, sir.
Land sakes, child. What's happened to your pigtails and your freckles? Hey, look, Jed. She's wearing shoes.
Of course she is, Granny. She's a grown-up girl now.
I can't get over how she's changed.
I kind of like it myself.
Well, come on inside, everybody. I've got some fresh coffee and sassafras tea brewing.
Oh, thanks, Granny, but I think Elly and I better get to the bank as quickly as possible.
Good luck with your new job, Elly Mae.
Oh, thank you, Llewellyn. See you later.
I told you things upstairs, Llewellyn.
I really didn't intend to move in on you like this, but Elly insisted you'd want me to.
And she was right, honey.
She was, for a fact. We're proud to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Clanford.
Would you like to come out to the kitchen and have a cup of coffee or some tea?
Yes, I'd like that. Is Jethro here?
No. I was afraid you was going to ask that. You better come over and sit down, honey. I got some bad news for you.
Has something happened to Jethro?
Oh, no. He's the same as ever, of course, in a way. I guess that's bad news right there. Well, Ellen, we knows why you come to California.
Oh, good. I didn't explain too much in my telegram.
You didn't have to. We put 2 and 2 together. Llewellyn, we knows that you and Jethro was quite close as young'uns back home.
Yes, ma'am. He used to carry my books to school every day.
And he was quite sweet on you, too, wasn't he?
Yes, ma'am. He carved a heart in the tree in front of my house. And inside the heart he carved, Jethro loves C.C.
C.
Cupcake. That was his pet name for me.
What are you girls talking about?
I'm trying to tell Llewellyn the bad news about Jethro.
Well, I think the easiest way is just to come right out and say it.
Suppose you do it.
All right. Llewellyn,
Yes, Mr. Clampett?
I see you're still wearing that horseshoe nail ring Jethro gave you.
Yes. He's the only boy I've ever let put a ring on my finger.
Llewellyn,
Yes, Mr. Clampett?
did you have a nice trip out here from Louisiana?
Just wonderful.
Did you hear that, Granny? She had a wonderful trip out from Louisiana.
Get to the point, Jed.
Llewellyn,
Yes, Mr. Clampett?
you sure did turn out pretty.
Thank you, sir.
Jed.
All right, Granny, all right. I'm coming to it. Llewellyn,
Yes, Mr. Clampett?
you recollect the day Jethro put that ring on your finger?
Yes, I do.
You recollect him kissing you?
I do.
You recollect him asking you to wait for him?
I do.
You recollect him saying that one day you would share everything?
I do.
I don't know. I wish you'd stop saying I do. You're making me awful nervous.
Me too.
What are you nervous about?
Llewellyn,
Yes, Mr. Clampett?
how's your family?
I can't stand any more of this. Now are you going to tell her that Jethro has jilted her, or am I?
Granny, I think you just did. But I'll share the burden. Llewellyn, Jethro don't want to marry you.
I'm glad to hear that, because I certainly don't want to marry him.
You don't want to marry Jethro?
No, indeed. He's a nice boy, but the girl who marries him will spend the rest of her life in the kitchen.
Well, speaking of kitchen, why don't we all go out there and get us something to eat?
In that telegram that you sent us saying that you was coming to California to take the big step, if it ain't marriage, what is it?
Show business. I hope to be an actress.
Did you hear that, Jed? She don't want Jethro. She wants to act. Ain't that wonderful?
It is for a fact. And Llewellyn,
Yes, Mr. Clampett?
if you're as smart about acting as you are about men, you got it made.
Oh, good morning, Chief. I'm sorry I'm a little late.
A little late? You are 1 hour and 30 minutes late.
Well, didn't Mr. Clampett call you?
So what? Do you think a phone call from Jed Clampett is going to change the rules of this bank? Do you think the mention of his name is going to get you off the hook? Well, if that's the way you think, young lady, you are absolutely right. I adore every member of that Clampett family. They're the most wonderful people in the world. Elly, I didn't see you. Oh, you look so beautiful. What brings you here?
Well, I work here now, Mr. Drysdale. This here's my first day.
Oh, so it is, so it is. I forgot. Well, welcome aboard. How are things going?
Oh, just fine.
Oh, wonderful. Now you can take the rest of the day off.
Well, I just got here.
Have you had breakfast?
Oh, no, sir, we didn't have time.
Well, come with me and I'll buy you the best breakfast you have ever had.
Oh, thank you. Come on, Miss Jane.
No, Elly, dear. Miss Hathaway must stay and catch up on her work.
Well, I'll stay and help her.
Oh, aren't you hungry?
Oh, yes, sir, I sure am. So is Miss Jane.
Who are you calling?
My pa. He won't let us go hungry. He'll fetch us something to eat. Howdy, Pa. This here's Elly.
Hello, Mr. Clampett. This is your friendly banker. Oh, I'm so delighted to have your beautiful daughter as an employee. I'm going to celebrate my good luck by taking her and Miss Hathaway to breakfast. Goodbye. Oh, come, lovely ladies. This is on me. Bon appetit.
Oh, Ellie Mae. I can't tell you what a joy it is to have you working here.
I'll help with the dishes.
You'll do no such thing. You're here to get into the show business. And movie stars don't wash dishes.
I'm a long way from being a movie star, Granny.
Seems to me you're on the way, Llewellyn. You won a beauty contest at that big television station.
Yeah. Station KN...
KNOE-TV in Monroe, Louisiana.
Yeah.
That ought to get you in pictures right there.
I'm afraid it takes more than that to open the doors to a movie studio.
Jed, I'll bet you Mr. Drysdale could help her.
He could for a fact. He's a banker, Llewellyn. He does what you call finances a lot of pictures.
Oh, I'd love to meet him.
Well, no sooner said than done. I'll take you right down there and introduce you.
Oh, wonderful. Just let me change my dress and put on a new face.
You can change your dress, honey. But if I was you, I'd keep that face.
Yeah, you can't beat that. Hello, Jed Clampett speaking. Oh, hello, Jethro. Yeah, Llewellyn's right here.
Can I speak to him?
Hold on, Llewellyn wants to talk to you.
Hi, Jethro. Hello? Hello? He hung up.
Well, he probably thinks you're still out here to marry him.
Now you two skedaddle on down to the bank. And you bring Elly May and Miss Jane and Mr. Drysdale home for supper.
We'll do it, Granny.
Good.
Who do you think you are, Arnold the pig? How can you eat so much and stay so skinny?
But, Chief, all I had were 2 poached eggs.
You didn't poach them. I had to pay for them.
Oh, Chief, really?
And did you have to order ham? Don't you realize you violated a religious law by eating ham?
I am not of that faith.
Join it. That stuff's expensive. Hold it, Hathaway. I'm not through with you.
What now?
Now, you take that dumb hillbilly blonde to the secretarial pool and teach her how to type.
But you said that wasn't important.
That's what I said to her. To you, I'm saying if she doesn't type by tonight, her salary's coming out of your salary. And one other thing. If this maple syrup stain doesn't come out of this suit, you're going to have to pay the cleaning bill.
Well, that wasn't my fault. You flew into a rage when the waitress gave you the check.
You could have grabbed it.
Well, I wish I had. It would have prevented an ugly scene.
Out, out!
Miss Jane? Elly May? They must be out on what you call a coffee break. We go in and talk to Mr. Drysdale.
Mr. Clampett, do you really think he can get me a job in movies?
A girl as sweet and pretty as you, it's a lead pipe cinch. Come on. Mr. Drysdale? He appears to be out, too. You sit down here and make yourself comfortable. I'll go see can I find him.
What are you doing here?
Oh, you scared me.
Big deal. Who are you?
I'm Llewellyn Aiden from down in Monroe, Louisiana. Are you Mr. Drysdale?
So what if I am?
I was told you could help me get a job.
Can you type?
No, sir.
Can you take dictation?
No, sir.
Know anything about bookkeeping or accounting?
No, sir.
Can you program a computer?
No, sir.
Can you foreclose a mortgage?
No, sir.
Can you get a maple syrup stain out of my jacket?
No, sir.
You're just what I need. Another dumb hillbilly blonde out of brain in your head. Now, why don't you go back to Louisiana, throw yourself in a bayou, and feed yourself to the alligators? Go ahead, cry. Blow your head off. See what it gets you.
Ellen, darling, what happened? How come you to be crying like this? Didn't you tell Mr. Drysdale you come out here to be an actress?
She didn't have to tell me, Mr. Clampett. At the moment I saw her, I knew she was a born actress. So immediately, I started to test her. I did the famous shouting scene from The Bride of Frankenstein. And she passed the test with flying colors. Oh, look at those tears. Garbo couldn't shed them any better. This girl is a natural, one of the most gifted actresses of our time. I predict stardom for this lovely, talented young lady.
Well, doggy, did you hear that, Llewellyn? I told you Mr. Drysdale could help you.
Help her. I will dedicate myself to her career. Llewellyn, my dear, who would you like to do your screen test with? Paul Newman? Steve McQueen?
Whoever you think is best, Mr. Drysdale. What studio do you figure she ought to work for?
Let them compete for her services. Let them bid against one another. An actress like Llewellyn Aiden comes along once in a lifetime.
We leave everything to you, Mr. Drysdale. Now I think I'd best get this little girl home. She's plumb wore out from all the acting she's been doing.
This day will go down in motion picture history. For today, a star is born. The Academy Award is but one performance away.
We's obliged to you, Mr. Drysdale, and Llewellyn will thank you proper quick as she pulls herself together.
I know what you're capable of, Llewellyn. And mark my words, one of these nights, you'll be taking that famous fellow Oscar home with you.
Mr. Drysdale, I've known Llewellyn all her life, and she ain't that kind of girl. Well, Llewellyn, looks like you're on your way.
I don't know how to thank you, Mr. Clampett.
Shucks, if Mr. Drysdale done it. Ted Clampett speaking. Jethro? Yeah, she's still here.
Let me tell him the news.
Hold on, Llewellyn's got something to tell you.
Jethro, I'm ready to take that big step. Hello? Hello? He hung up again.
Well, you're back. How did it go?
Granny, it looks like we got ourselves a little movie star here.
Ain't that wonderful?
Well, I haven't made my screen test yet.
Mr. Drysdale says he can get her a big star like Steve McQueen.
Oh, I hope he does. He's my favorite.
You promised her a screen test?
Right, we'll film it right here in the office tomorrow morning.
Oh, you're joking.
Oh, no. You'll be here wearing wardrobe and full makeup at 9 o'clock.
Me? In wardrobe and makeup?
Right. And you better look like Steve McQueen.
Greetings, Mr. Clampett.
Howdy, Miss Jane. You know, I never had a chance to thank you proper for taking Elly Mae under your wing.
Oh, my pleasure. She's a wonderful roommate, and the girls at the bank are just delighted to have her working with them.
Well, I'm mighty pleased to hear that. Come on in.
Oh, no, thank you. I just dropped by to deliver some of Elly's friends.
Where is it?
They're in the car. You see, there's a rule in my apartment building against keeping pets.
Elly Mae bring all them critters over to your apartment.
No, some she acquired after she got there.
That's Elly Mae for you. She sees one stray critter that's got a home right now. Is that all of them?
No, there's a surprise package. This box.
Well, I'll be doggone.
I believe that does it.
Oh, hold on. There's one more.
One more what?
I don't know. It ain't hatched out yet. It is either a goose or a duck. I just hope it ain't an alligator.
Where are those letters?
They ain't done yet, Mr. Drysdale. I'm awful sorry.
Elly Mae, I didn't realize you were filling in for Miss Hathaway.
Oh, yes, sir. She went to take some things up to my pa.
And how is your sainted father? Well, I hope?
Oh, yes, sir. Just fine and dandy.
Oh, my. Well, your typing is coming along just beautifully. Just look at that. Dear sir.
Oh, thank you.
Just one thing, I notice you're only using the small letters.
Oh, well, this is the only size letters Miss Jane has.
No, I meant the use of capitals. Are you familiar with the capitals?
Oh, yes, sir, some of them. The capital of Arkansas is Little Rock. And the capital of...
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, sir, it is. And the capital of Missouri is Jefferson City.
But there's another capital. Let me show you what I mean. Now, you push that, and you press that, and you get Big D.
Oh, yes, sir. Big D. That stands for Dallas.
Fine, but what I'm showing you is the capital.
Oh, no, sir. The capital of Texas is Austin.
Wonderful. How soon will Miss Hathaway be back?
Any minute now, so I'd better hurry and get done with these letters.
Well, look who's learning to type. And doing just beautiful. Oh, my, we're not conserving paper, are we? You know, Chief, this is a potential fire hazard.
You've just given me a wonderful idea. Now, just stand right over here, see if I can find a match.
Really? Relax, I'll get these letters out for you in no time.
Don't ever leave your post again.
Well, I had an errand to do.
Next time, let Elly Mae do it.
Can't drive.
She can't type either.
Give her time. Someday she'll be a great help to you.
Yes, if I ever need to know the capital of Arkansas.
What?
Oh, never mind. Get those letters. The girl is about as much use to me as a sprained sacroiliac. She can't type. She can't do shorthand. She can't read for violin, run a computer. She can't count money. She's a totally useless female.
Who's that, Mr. Drysdale?
What? Who? How? Oh, my wife. Good to see you, Mr. Crampit. To what do I owe the honor of your visit?
Well, I don't hardly reckon you could call it an honor. I just come to deposit some money.
Well, that's an honor and a pleasure. Step into my office. You did say a deposit.
Yeah, somebody sent me a check a while back, and I clean forgot about it.
Well, put it right there. Royalties from your oil wells, no doubt.
Could be. I recollect it was drawn on a bank in Tulsa, New York, Texas, one of them big places.
How much was it?
I don't remember. It was, 10, 12 million.
10, 12 million?
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood. Misplaced that thing again.
Well, here, let me help you look.
Ain't in my pants pocket.
Oh, look. There's a hole in your shirt pocket. Maybe it went in here.
Hey. Oh, dear. Mr. Drysdale. Appreciate it if you didn't undress me. Somebody's liable to walk in.
Who is it?
It's me, Randy.
Well, come in.
Thank you, Mr. Drysdale. Oh, Jed, remember that check that come to you a while back?
Yeah, I was looking for that thing. I must have lost it.
That's exactly what you done. While you were sitting on the grinder wheel pumping away, it fell out of your pocket.
You found it.
Elly's ape found it.
Good.
But he scampered up the tree with it, and I couldn't catch him.
Too bad Elly wasn't there. That girl climbed like a squirrel.
What happened to the check?
Well, I sent Jethro up the tree to take it away from the ape.
Good.
But coming down, he dropped the check, and Elly's raccoon grabbed it and run under the house with it.
Granny, one of these days I gotta plug up that hole.
Is the check still under the house?
No, Elly's bobcat was under there, and he chased the raccoon out, so I grabbed it.
You grabbed the check?
No, the bobcat. I didn't want him to catch the raccoon.
Please, where is the check?
Right here in my reticule. Would you like to have it?
Would Reagan want to be governor again?
That's an interesting question. What do you think, Jed?
You got me. Let's ask Miss Jane what she thinks.
Good idea.
Sure, I still have my first textbook on typing. Oh, maybe it's over here.
I sure do hate to put you to all this trouble, Miss Jane.
It's no trouble at all, Elly. Ah, here it is. Whew.
Can I take you back to the bank with me and practice?
Oh, that's the whole idea. Oh, and speaking of the bank, our lunch hour's almost over. Oh, greetings, Mr. Finney. You will be happy to know that we are not cooking lunch in the apartment.
What I'll be happy to know is you get rid of the zoo.
It's all been taken care of, I assure you.
Girl collects animals the way you collect books.
Oh, speaking of books, Mr. Finney, I wonder if you could possibly repair the lock on this cabinet. I have some rather rare editions on ornithology.
What's that, Miss Jane?
It's a study of birds.
Don't tell her. She'll bring some home.
Well, come on, Elly, we better go.
And don't bring along any critters, as you call them.
Yes, sir, Mr. Finney. I sure am sorry you don't like animals.
That's all right. I don't like people either. Dick Bremerkamp, I want to talk to you a moment.
Are you talking to me, Mr. Finney?
You know good and well I am. Now come in here. There's a little matter of rent I want to discuss.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were speaking to me. You see, I've changed my name.
What, again? What do you call yourself this week?
Paul Redford.
Last week you were Robert Newman.
Yeah, well, Paul Newman and Robert Redford have done pretty well with those names, so I figured it might work for me.
Why don't you call yourself Frank Sinatra?
I did. For 1 week.
Did you get any work?
For 1 week. Frank got a little uptight. You see, I sing as well as act.
Oh, great. So you're unemployed in 2 fields, huh?
3. I also dance. As a matter of fact, last month for a couple of weeks, I was Fred Kelly and Gene Astaire.
Well, look, under any name, you owe me 3 months back rent.
Really? Oh, well, I'll write you a check.
No, you won't. I got enough of those to recap a tire. Now, this time you pay me in cash, or I lock you out of your apartment.
All right. You'll have your money today. I'm expecting an advance from MGM.
MGM?
My grandmother.
Well, when you get the money, you pay me first, right?
Right. If you tell me about that blonde that just walked out of here.
Her name's Jane Hathaway. You've seen her on the roof, bird watching.
Not her.
Well, don't knock Miss Hathaway. She's a Vassar graduate, and she's really got it up here.
Yeah, but, I like it where the other girls got it.
Well, you can forget about her. She wouldn't look twice at a bum like you. Her father's worth $95 million.
95 million?
You want to laugh? She's living here with Miss Hathaway to learn how to be a secretary.
You're putting me on.
True story.
What's her name?
I told you to forget about her. One look at you and the family put a bounty on you. Why don't you get a haircut?
Because this kind of hair is in now. Besides, who's got $3?
Yeah. Here. Hold these. And be careful. They're first editions on Audubon.
These are paintings of birds.
Well, what did you expect?
I thought Audubon was a highway in Germany.
Can I give you a piece of advice, Dick?
Paul.
Paul Small. Get acquainted with Miss Hathaway. Maybe you can learn something.
It's a good idea, Mr. Finney. There is something I could learn from her.
Well, you finally started to listen. Look at the books this girl's got in this apartment. History, music, art, poetry.
Birds.
Right. Miss Hathaway's a true intellectual.
You've given me some good advice, Mr. Finney, and I really appreciate it.
Well, remember the overdue rent when the loot comes in from YGM.
YGM?
Your grandmother.
Mr. Finney checking to see if you brought home any more animals.
I'm terribly sorry for the intrusion, but this is an emergency.
An emergency?
Yes, I saw a summer tanager fly over the top of the building.
A summer tanager?
Yes, it's quite a rare bird, and I'm certain I spotted one. I was right. There he is.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, hold still, you elusive little beauty, so I can focus on a close-up.
Oh, this would be priceless.
I missed. He flew away.
Tragedy. A summer tanager this time of year, it's almost unheard of.
Oh, are you interested in birds?
Oh, intensely. I'm a bird watcher.
Well, I had no idea there were 2 of us in the building.
Oh, I've seen you briefly in passing. I'm Jane Hathaway.
Forgive me. In all the excitement, I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Robert Audubon.
Not Audubon of the Audubon Society.
Well, I'm a descendant of John James Audubon.
Oh, how marvelous. What an honor this is.
Please, I don't like to capitalize on the family name.
I can't tell you what a thrill this is. Oh, forgive me. This is my roommate, Elly Mae Clampett, Mr. Robert Audubon.
Howdy.
Hi. Well, I hope our paths will cross again.
As do I, Mr. Audubon.
Huh? Bob.
Gene.
Oh, by the way, forgive my appearance. For the last couple of months, I've been in the wilds of Canada, and, well, I haven't had a chance to get to the barber.
Were you by any chance in Canada to photograph the almost extinct...
Ross's snow goose. Say you are an ornithologist.
Coming from you, that is high praise indeed.
Till we meet again.
Au revoir.
Oh, nice meeting you, Miss,
Elly Mae Clampett.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, fine man. So cerebral.
So what?
Oh, didn't you admire his intellect?
No, ma'am. He's got so much hair, I didn't even see it. Morning, Granny.
Greetings, Granny.
What on earth is you girls doing out here at this hour? Barely daybreak.
We just couldn't sleep.
We got some real exciting news.
Yes, a handsome young man has appeared on the scene.
Glory, hallelujah.
What's all the excitement out here?
Miss Jane has done found a fella, just like she promised.
A real handsome rascal, Pa, and he lives right in Miss Jane's apartment building.
Well, doggies.
Oh, we're so happy for you, darling. Did he pop the question yet?
Well, he ain't my fella, Granny. He's Miss Jane.
Oh, well, that's wonderful news, Miss Jane. Congratulations. Has he put a ring on your finger yet?
Oh, my gracious, no, Mr. Clappett. I just met him last evening.
I bet you Miss Jane didn't sleep 40 winks. She was up all night writing poetry.
There's one I rather like. I hope it appeals to him.
Well, let's hear it.
Ode to an ornithologist.
Well, it's short. It don't rhyme, but it's nice.
No, Granny. That's just the title. It goes like this. Hail to thee, Robert Audubon, kindred spirits are we. With binocular and lens, we'll seek our feathered friends. Through forest, through meadow, and through lea. Together we'll find that moment rare when romance comes winging through the air. With one eye on the tanager and the other on the manager. We'll rendezvous in apartment 12B.
Well, that's a real nice poem, ain't it, Granny?
Well, at least it rhymes.
Miss Jane's gonna slip it under his door.
No, Elly, I've been giving that some thought. That's a bit forward. Perhaps I should play hard to get.
You want some advice, honey?
Hey, I'm sure Miss Jane will get along just fine. You want to come in and have some coffee with us?
Oh, personally, I am much too excited. Besides, I made a very early appointment in my beauty shop.
Well, we'd best get going, Miss Jane.
I wonder if I should have my beautician give me the full treatment.
You want some advice, honey?
Lots of luck, Miss Jane. Let us know how everything goes.
Miss Hathaway, I need... Oh, no.
What you mean? Oh, no.
Oh, no one could be lovelier than you.
Well, thank you.
Where's Miss Hathaway?
She's at the beauty shop.
Well, how soon will she be here?
Well, I ain't sure. She's getting a full treatment.
Well, that takes care of today.
Hope she's here tomorrow.
Oh, Mr. Drysdale, Miss Jane wants me to ask you a favor.
Fat Chance.
What you mean, Fat Chance?
Well, he's an old friend of mine, Minnesota Fat Chance. We used to play pool together. What's the favor?
Well, she wants to leave early this afternoon so she can go bird watching with her new friend.
No way.
What?
Another friend of mine, No Way Corrigan.
Well, this friend of hers is coming in to meet you this morning.
You say he's a bird watcher?
Yes, sir. He's been up in Canada looking for a snow goose.
I hope he gets it.
Him and Miss Jane is just crazy about one another.
You can stop after crazy.
Oh, here he is. Mr. Drysdale, this here's Robert Audubon.
Then I am in the right office.
No, you're not.
I beg your pardon?
Elly, will you leave me alone with this bird boy? There's a few things I want to say to him.
Yes, sir. See you later.
Cheerio.
Look, Audubon.
The name is Robert Audubon Getty.
I don't care if it's Robert Audubon Getty. Like him, J. Paul Getty, the billionaire?
Let's leave my Uncle Paul out of this.
Uncle Paul?
Just because he settled a fortune on me doesn't mean that he owns me.
Sit down, my boy, sit down. Where do you bank?
Oh, London, New York, Switzerland.
Oh, we have some marvelous banks here in Beverly Hills. Please don't judge my bank by these cigars. They were a present. Now, I understand you're acquainted with my lovely secretary, Jane Hathaway.
Yes, we share an interest in ornithology.
Much money in that?
It's the study of birds.
Oh, yes, of course, my favorite subject. And getting back to one of my other favorite subjects, money. Do you know that many rich people in Beverly Hills bank here?
Really?
Yes. You've heard of J.D. Clampett?
Clampett? Clampett,
Yes, he has over $100 million in my bank.
Really?
Yes, and that lovely girl out there, that's his only daughter, and she is single.
Oh, why should that interest me?
Well, I mean, think of the possibilities. Your fortune and her fortune getting together.
Mr. Drysdale, money seems to be the only subject you can talk about, so therefore our meeting is over.
Oh, I'm sorry I offended you. What would you like to talk about?
Well, I came to see if Miss Hathaway might have the day off.
Why, of course, the day, the week, the month, you name it. She's a wonderful girl, and she'll tell you that this is a wonderful bank.
There you go again.
Oh, forgive me, it just slipped out. I'll see you again, I hope.
Perhaps. I say, how about this child joining Miss Hathaway and me on a bird-watching expedition?
Of course, of course. Go with this nice gentleman, Elly May.
But who'll do the typing?
I will. Have fun, children. I hope you see some beautiful birds. Bye-bye.
Oh, yes, my dear. You'll love bird-watching. It's a very rewarding experience.
Well, I don't know just a whole heap about birds.
Oh, I'll teach you everything you need to know. Now, first of all, why don't you slip into something comfortable? For the woods, that is.
Oh, yes, sir. I see what you mean.
And I'll go to my apartment and do the same and meet you back here in 10 minutes.
Well, what about Miss Jane?
Oh, well, I'll leave a note telling her exactly where to find us.
Where's that?
The San Bernardino Forest.
I'll hurry.
You do that.
Robert, you found my poem. You're waiting for me.
Please, don't do that.
I'm tempting you with the mating call of the wild Canadian goose.
This is too much.
What's going on, Miss Jane?
Oh, dear Robert, I overstimulated him. I'll follow him to the roof and move in for the kill.
The sun dipped low over the horizon of the vast and rolling hills of California, casting long, golden shadows across the expansive grounds of the mansion that Jed Clampett still found somewhat confusingly large. Jed stood on the porch, his hands resting on his belt as he watched the evening breeze rustle the leaves of the trees. It had been quite a day that started with a mysterious telegram and ended with the promise of a blossoming career in the pictures for a girl who had once been a humble student from back home. Inside the house, the atmosphere was a blend of rustic charm and newfound wonder. Granny was busy in the kitchen, the rhythmic sound of her stirring a large pot of stew serving as the heartbeat of the home. The air was thick with the scent of savory herbs and the unmistakable aroma of sassafras tea. Llewellyn Aden sat at the long wooden table, her hands folded neatly in her lap. She looked around the room with wide, appreciative eyes, taking in the grand chandelier and the polished floors, still finding it hard to believe that she was truly here, thousands of miles away from the quiet town of Monroe, Louisiana. Jed walked into the kitchen, his boots making a soft thud against the hardwood. He pulled out a chair and sat down across from her, offering a warm and gentle smile. "You know, Llewellyn," he began, his voice a steady, comforting drawl, "it does a man good to see someone like you aiming for the stars. Back in the hills, we never thought much about the big wide world beyond the ridge, but life has a funny way of opening doors when you least expect it." Llewellyn smiled back, her expression thoughtful. "I never really thought I would be sitting here, Mr. Clampett, talking about screen tests and movie studios. I suppose it all feels like a dream. When I sent that telegram, I honestly thought it would just be a simple trip to see old friends and perhaps find a bit of adventure. I never imagined it would lead to a chance at a career in show business." Granny turned from the stove, wiping her hands on her apron. "Well, honey," she said, her eyes twinkling with a mix of wisdom and mischief, You just remember that no matter how bright them lights in Hollywood shine, you keep your feet planted firmly on the ground. The most important things in life ain't found in a movie script. They are found in the folks you love and the kindness you show to others. That is the absolute truth, Jed agreed, nodding slowly. We have been blessed with more than we ever asked for, but the best part of it all has been the people we have met along the way. Take Miss Jane and Mr. Drysdale, for instance. They might seem a bit hurried and caught up in their own troubles, but deep down, they have been real helpful to us. Llewellyn listened intently, her heart swelling with gratitude. She had always been a girl who valued the simple things, the quiet mornings, the smell of fresh rain on the earth, and the feeling of belonging. She realized now that the big step she had been talking about was not just about acting. It was about growing, about stepping out of the comfort of the familiar and embracing the unknown with grace and courage. As the evening progressed, the conversation drifted toward memories of home. They spoke of the slow, lazy afternoons by the creek, the sound of crickets singing in the twilight, and the way the seasons changed the colors of the woods. For a few hours, the grandeur of the Beverly Hills mansion faded into the background, replaced by the warmth of shared stories and the comfort of kinship. Jethro, who had been hiding out of a mixture of nerves and pride, finally made his appearance, hovering near the doorway. He looked at Llewellyn, then at the floor, his face flushing a deep red. He still felt a bit foolish about his earlier reaction, especially since he had realized that his childhood sweetheart was not looking for a marriage proposal after all. Llewellyn caught his eye and smiled gently. "Jethro," she said softly, "you do not have to be afraid. We were just children back then, playing with horseshoe nails and sharing lunchbox treats. I am just glad to see you are doing well, even if you do act a bit like a sophisticated gentleman sometimes." Jethro let out a sigh of relief, his posture relaxing. "I reckon I just got a little flustered," he admitted, scratching the back of his neck. "Being away from home changes a man, I suppose. But it is good to have you here, Llewellyn." The night air was cool and crisp as they stepped out onto the porch after dinner. The stars above were bright and clear, much like the ones they used to gaze at back in the mountains. Jed looked up, feeling a profound sense of peace. He realized that no matter how much his life had changed, no matter the oil, the money, or the fancy cars, the essence of who they were remained untouched. They were still the same simple, honest people who loved a good meal, a kind word, and the company of family. The next morning, the house was a whirlwind of activity. Mr. Drysdale had been as good as his word, and the preparation for the screen test was in full swing. Llewellyn found herself surrounded by people bustling about with cameras and lights, her heart racing with a mixture of excitement and nerves. Yet, whenever she looked over and saw Jed or Granny watching with quiet pride, her confidence returned. She knew that she had a foundation of support that was stronger than any stage or studio. As she stood before the cameras, she took a deep breath, remembering the words of her father back in Louisiana. "Be yourself, and the rest will follow." She delivered her lines with a sincerity that made the crew stop and take notice. There was a natural, unpretentious quality to her performance that was refreshing and genuinely touching. She was not trying to be someone else. She was simply being a version of herself that was ready to take on the world. When the filming concluded, a hush fell over the room. Mr. Drysdale was the first to clap, his face beaming with genuine delight. "That was marvelous," he exclaimed. "Simply marvelous. You have the rare gift of making the audience believe every single word you say." Llewellyn felt a wave of happiness wash over her. She knew that this was just the beginning, but she also knew that she would never forget this day or the people who had helped her find her path. As they headed back to the mansion, the sun was shining brightly, and the future seemed full of endless possibilities. They gathered around the dinner table that evening, a jubilant group reflecting on the success of the day. Granny served a hearty meal, and for once, there was no talk of telegrams or misunderstandings. Instead, there was laughter, music, and the shared joy of a dream coming to life. Judd looked around the table, his heart full. He saw Llewellyn laughing at a joke, her eyes bright with hope. He saw Jethro, finally at ease, enjoying his meal. He saw Elly May, happy and thriving in her new work, and he felt a deep sense of contentment. They had come a long way from the poor mountaineers who had once struggled to keep their family fed, but they had never lost the values that defined them. They had learned that wealth was not just about the black gold that had started their journey. It was about the richness of the heart, the strength of the family bond, and the courage to pursue one's dreams while staying true to one's roots. As the night drew to a close, Jed stood up and raised his glass of sassafras tea. "To new beginnings," he said, his voice steady and warm, "and to the folks who make the journey worth taking." The room erupted in agreement, and as the laughter faded into the quiet hum of the night, they all knew that no matter what tomorrow might bring, they had each other. They were a family, a group of people who had found their way in a world that was often complicated and confusing, but they had navigated it with a simple, unwavering honesty of the life they had left behind. And so, in the heart of the hills and the bright lights of the city, the story continued, a testament to the fact that even when life takes you on a path you never expected, you can always find your way home to the things that matter most. The adventure was far from over, and with every new day, there was a fresh chance to learn, to grow, and to share the joy of a life well lived. They continued to live their lives, each day bringing its own set of minor adventures and quiet triumphs. Llewellyn flourished in her pursuits, her talent opening doors that she had only ever imagined in her dreams. She remained the same humble, kind-hearted girl who had once carried her lunchbox to school, never letting the glamour of her new life dim the spark of her character. Jed, always the steady hand at the helm, continued to guide his family with patience and wisdom. He found great joy in watching each of them find their own way, whether it was through a new career, a new passion, or simply the daily tasks of living. He remained the man who valued a handshake more than a contract and a good, honest conversation more than a fancy party. Granny, with her ever-present supply of remedies and her sharp wit, continued to be the pillar of the household. She kept everyone in check with her gentle reprimands and her legendary cooking, ensuring that no one forgot where they came from. Her presence was a constant reminder of the traditions and the values that had carried them through all these years. Jethro, having learned his lesson about the importance of being true to himself, found his own path to happiness. He stopped trying to be the sophisticated playboy and started focusing on the things he genuinely enjoyed. He found that when he was honest about who he was, people respected him a great deal more, and he was able to forge deeper, more meaningful connections with those around him. The mansion, which had once felt like a strange and foreign place, slowly transformed into a home. It was filled with memories of laughter, of shared meals, and of the quiet, everyday moments that make life beautiful. It became a sanctuary, a place where they could retreat from the noise of the world and find the peace and comfort of one another. As time went on, they found that the lessons they had learned were applicable not just to their own lives, but to the lives of those they touched. Their warmth and their genuine way of being had an impact on the people of Beverly Hills, showing them that there was another way to live, a way that focused on connection, kindness, and the appreciation of the simple things. They taught the people around them that you do not need to be someone else to be successful, and that you do not need to lose your identity to find your place in the world. They showed them that true success is not measured by the size of your house or the number of your friends, but by the quality of your relationships and the integrity of your actions. And so, the legacy of the Clampett family grew, not through fame or fortune, but through the quiet, consistent influence of their character. They became a symbol of hope and inspiration, a reminder that no matter your background or your beginnings, you have the potential to make a difference in the lives of others. The story of the man named Jed and his kin became a legend, a tale that was passed down through the generations, a reminder of the power of staying true to oneself and the beauty of a life built on a foundation of love and honesty. It was a story that encouraged others to look for the black gold in their own lives, to find the riches that are hidden in the quiet corners of their daily existence, and to embrace the journey with a heart full of hope and a spirit full of grace. As the years passed, the mansion remained a place of gathering, a beacon of hospitality for anyone who needed a warm meal or a kind word. It stood as a testament to the enduring power of family, a reminder that no matter how much the world changes, the things that truly matter, the connections we make, the love we share, and the integrity we maintain, will always remain the same. In the end, it was not about the oil, or the money, or the fame. It was about the people, the bond they shared, and the path they traveled together. It was about the simple, everyday acts of kindness that define a life well lived. It was about the courage to be oneself in a world that often demands we be something else. And as they looked back on their journey, from the hills of home to the golden streets of California, they knew that they had done it right. They had remained true to their roots, they had honored their past, and they had embraced their future with open hearts and open minds. They had found their way in the world, and in doing so, they had helped others find their way, too. The story was one of triumph, not of grand gestures, but of the quiet, steady progress of a family who had learned to navigate the complexities of life with the simplicity of the truth. It was a story of hope, of inspiration, and of the enduring power of the human spirit. And it was a story that, in its own unique and wonderful way, continued to touch the lives of all who heard it, a gentle reminder that the best things in life are the ones we share with the ones we love. As the sun set on another beautiful day in the hills, the family gathered once more on the porch, watching the sky turn shades of purple and gold. They felt a sense of peace that was deeper than any they had known before. They had weathered the storms and celebrated the joys, and they had done it all together. Jed looked at his family, his eyes soft with affection. "We have had quite a run," he said, his voice barely a whisper in the quiet air. "And I reckon it has been a good one." Granny nodded, her hands folded in her lap. "It has, Jed. It surely has." They sat there for a long time, the silence comfortable and shared, a testament to the bond that held them together. They were more than just a family. They were a group of people who had found a home in each other, a refuge from the world, and a source of strength that would never fade. The night deepened, and the stars began to blink into existence, one by one, like tiny lights of hope in the vast expanse of the sky. The world was quiet, save for the gentle rustle of the leaves and the distant, soothing sound of the city. They were at peace, content in the knowledge that they had lived their lives with honesty and grace, and that they had left a legacy that would continue to shine long after they were gone. And so, in the warmth of the evening, surrounded by the people who meant the most to them, they found the true meaning of the journey. It was not the destination that mattered, but the people you had with you along the way. It was not the things you achieved, but the way you treated the people you met. It was not the wealth you accumulated, but the love you gave away. They had learned that the richest life is the one that is lived with a generous heart and an open spirit. They had learned that the most important lessons are the ones that we teach each other through our actions and our words. And they had learned that, in the end, it is the simple, honest, and kind-hearted who truly change the world. As they rose to go inside, they felt a sense of gratitude for everything they had, for the journey they had taken, and for the people who had shared it with them. They knew that whatever the future might hold, they would face it together, with the same strength and the same love that had carried them this far. And so, the story of Jed and his kin lived on, a beautiful, enduring reminder of the power of a life lived with integrity and the joy of a journey shared with those we love. It was a story that would continue to inspire, to teach, and to bring a smile to the faces of all who heard it, a timeless tale of a family who had found their own unique way to thrive, and in doing so, had left the world a little brighter, a little warmer, and a little more beautiful than they had found it. In the quiet of the night, as they retired to their rooms, each of them felt a sense of completeness, a feeling that they were exactly where they were meant to be. They had traveled a long road, but they had arrived at a destination that was worth every step of the journey. They were home, in every sense of the word, and that was all that truly mattered. The morning would bring a new day, with its own challenges and its own opportunities, but they were ready. They had the strength of their history, the support of their family, and the clarity of their purpose. And as the first light of dawn touched the horizon, they would begin again, with the same hope, the same courage, and the same love that had defined their lives from the very start. This was their story, a story of a man named Jed and his kin, a story that was, in truth, a story of us all. It was a story about the journey of life, about the search for meaning, and about the power of the human spirit to find its way through the complexities of the world and emerge, stronger and more whole, on the other side. And so, as the world continued to turn, the story remained, a beacon of hope and a source of inspiration, a reminder of the simple truths that guide our lives and the enduring power of the bonds we share. It was a story that would never truly end, for as long as there were people who dared to dream, who valued kindness, and who cherished the love of family, the spirit of Jed and his kin would continue to thrive, a testament to the beauty of a life well lived and the enduring power of the human heart. The legacy they created was not built on gold or fame, but on the foundation of their character and the depth of their connections. It was a legacy of love, of laughter, and of the quiet, consistent strength that comes from knowing who you are and where you come from. It was a legacy that would stand the test of time, an inspiration to all who sought a life of meaning and purpose, and a beautiful reflection of the best that is in us all. And as the years turned into decades, the mansion remained a place of gathering, a place where new generations would come to learn the stories of the past and to forge their own paths into the future. The spirit of the place was one of warmth and welcome, a testament to the enduring power of the family that had called it home and the legacy that they had left behind for all to share. They had shown the world that there is a different way to measure success, and that true richness is found not in what we have, but in who we are. They had taught us that the most precious things in life are the ones that cannot be bought or sold, and that the greatest legacy we can leave is the love and kindness we share with those around us. And so, the story continues, in the hearts of those who knew them, in the lives they touched, and in the enduring message of their journey. It is a story of a man named Jed and his kin, but more importantly, it is a story of the human experience, of the challenges we face, the triumphs we celebrate, and the unwavering power of the human spirit to find its way, time and time again, to the place where it truly belongs. The journey was long and full of surprises, but in the end, it was a journey of discovery, not just of the world, but of themselves. They had found that the greatest adventure is the one that leads us back to our roots, and the greatest treasure is the love that binds us together. And as they lived their lives, they remained a testament to the fact that no matter where you go, or what you achieve, you will always be who you are, and that is more than enough. The story was, in every sense, a story of a life lived with honesty, with courage, and with love. It was a story of a family who had found their way in a world that was often difficult, and who had chosen to navigate it with the simple, unwavering truth of their own hearts. It was a story that would continue to inspire, to educate, and to bring a sense of wonder and joy to all who heard it, for it was, at its core, a story of the beauty of being human. As they looked toward the future, they did so with a sense of calm and a heart full of gratitude. They knew that they had left a positive mark on the world, and that their story would continue to be a source of strength and inspiration for generations to come. They had lived well, they had loved deeply, and they had left the world a little better than they had found it, and for that, they were content. Their journey was a testament to the power of the human spirit, a reminder that no matter the circumstances, we all have the potential to live a life that is full of meaning, purpose, and joy. It was a reminder that we are all on our own journeys, and that the paths we choose and the choices we make are what truly define us. And it was a reminder that, in the end, we are all part of a larger story, a story of love, of growth, and of the enduring beauty of the human experience. So, as we reflect on their story, let us remember the lessons they taught us, the value of honesty, the importance of family, and the power of kindness. Let us carry their spirit with us, in our own journeys, and let us strive to live our lives with the same integrity and grace that define their own. For in the end, that is the greatest legacy we can leave, and the true measure of a life well lived. And so, the story of Jed and his kin remains, a timeless, beautiful, and inspiring tale that continues to resonate with us all. It is a story that reminds us of the beauty of the simple things, the power of the human spirit, and the enduring importance of the connections we share with those we love. It is a story that, in its own quiet and wonderful way, continues to light our paths and to remind us of the best that is in us all. With the wisdom of their journey, they have shown us that even in a world that is always changing, the truths that guide us remain the same. They have taught us that we are capable of so much more than we think, and that the most important part of the journey is not where we end up, but who we become along the way. They have reminded us that we are all a part of a beautiful, unfolding story, and that it is up to each of us to make our own contribution, to live our own truth, and to share our own love with the world. As we continue on our own paths, let us remember the lesson of their journey, that we can find our way, that we can thrive, and that we can make a difference. Let us hold on to the hope, the strength, and the love that they have shared with us, and let us use it to light the way for others. And let us never forget that, no matter where our own journeys may lead us, the most important place to be is right here, with each other, in the heart of the home that we have built together. The story of the man named Jed and his kin will always be a part of us, a source of inspiration, and a reminder of the beauty of the human experience. It is a story that we will always treasure, a story that will always be a part of our own, and a story that will always remind us of the best that is in us all. For in the end, that is what life is all about: the journey, the growth, and the love that we share along the way. As we look toward the future, let us do so with the same sense of hope, courage, and love that defined their journey. Let us strive to be the best that we can be, to live our lives with integrity and grace, and to share our love and kindness with all we meet. And let us always remember that, no matter what challenges we may face, we have the strength of our journey, the love of our family, and the enduring power of our own spirit to guide us, to support us, and to lead us home. This is the story of Jed and his kin, a story that is as timeless as the hills, as constant as the stars, and as enduring as the love that binds us all. It is a story that will always have a place in our hearts, a story that will always inspire us, and a story that will always remind us of the beauty, the joy, and the meaning of being alive. In the end, as the final chapter of their story closes, we find ourselves looking at our own lives with a new perspective, a sense of wonder, and a heart full of hope. We have learned that we, too, can find our way, that we, too, can thrive, and that we, too, have the power to create a legacy that will last. And with that knowledge, we can step forward into our own journeys, confident in the belief that the path we choose is the right one, and that the story we write is our own to tell, with every step of the way and every moment of our lives, as a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. And so, we find that their story has become our story, a reminder of the things that truly matter, and a source of strength as we continue on our own journeys. We find that the lessons they taught us are the ones that guide us through our own lives, and that the love they shared is the love that we strive to share with each other. And we find that, in the end, we are all part of the same beautiful, unfolding story, a story of love, of growth, and of the enduring beauty of the human experience. As we go about our daily lives, let us keep the spirit of Jed and his kin in our hearts as a constant reminder of the things that truly matter. Let us live our lives with honesty, with integrity, and with kindness, and let us always remember that the best things in life are the ones we share with the ones we love. For in the end, it is those things, those simple, precious moments, that truly make life worth living and that leave a legacy of love that will last for generations to come. The story of the man named Jed and his kin is more than just a tale of wealth or success. It is a story of character, of humanity, and of the enduring power of the heart. It is a story that speaks to the best in us, a story that reminds us of the value of family and the importance of staying true to ourselves, and it is a story that will always have a special place in the hearts of those who have had the joy of hearing it, and a story that will always be a part of the rich and wonderful tapestry of our lives. As the sun sets on their story, let us celebrate the life they lived, the love they shared, and the legacy they left behind. Let us remember them not for the fame or the fortune, but for the kindness, the integrity, and the enduring strength of character that they showed, and let us continue to live our own lives with the same commitment to these values, knowing that it is these things that truly make a difference in the world, and that it is these things that will always, truly, be enough. And in the end, as we reflect on their journey, we find that we are all on our own paths, all searching for our own meaning, and all trying to find our own way. And in that, we are all connected, all part of the same story, all striving for the same goals, to live a life of meaning, to share our love with others, and to leave the world a little better than we found it. And with that knowledge, we can step forward into our own future, with hope, with courage, and with the enduring power of the human heart, ready to write our own story, one step at a time, and one moment at a time, for all of our days to come. The tale of Jed and his kin ends, but the spirit of their story, the values they stood for, and the love they shared, lives on, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit and the beauty of a life well lived. And as we continue our own journey, let us carry these lessons with us. Let us strive to live our lives with integrity and grace, and let us always remember that, no matter where our journey leads, the most important thing is that we walk it together, with open hearts, with honest spirits, and with a commitment to the love that binds us all. For in the end, that is all that really matters. The journey we share, the lives we touch, and the love we leave behind. And that, truly, is the greatest story of all. A story of a man, a family, and the enduring power of the human heart to find its way, time and time again, to the place where it truly belongs, surrounded by the people who matter the most, in a world that is, in its own wonderful and mysterious way, exactly as it should be. And so, we bid farewell to Jed and his kin, knowing that their story will continue to live on, a source of inspiration and a reminder of the beauty of the life they lived and the legacy they left behind, for all of us to cherish, to remember, and to carry forward into our own lives and our own journeys for all the days to come, as we, too, strive to find our way in the world and to make our own unique contribution to the story of the human experience. It has been a journey, a long and wonderful one, and as we look back on it, we can see that it has been a journey that was worth every step. It has been a journey that has taught us, that has inspired us, and that has, in the end, brought us to a place of understanding, of appreciation, and of love. And with that, we can move forward into our own futures, knowing that we, too, have the strength to thrive, the courage to be ourselves, and the love to make a difference in the world, one step, one moment, and one day at a time. The story ends, but the lessons remain. The journey concludes, but the legacy continues. And as we move forward, let us remember the story of Jed and his kin, let us carry its message in our hearts, and let us live our lives with the same integrity, the same kindness, and the same love that they showed us, for that is the true and most lasting legacy of all. And in that, we find our own way, our own purpose, and our own joy as we continue on our own unique journey through the beautiful and ever-unfolding story of our lives. And as the last echoes of their story fade into the quiet of the hills, we are left with a sense of peace, a sense of gratitude, and a sense of hope for the future. We know that their legacy lives on in the stories we share, in the lives we lead, and in the love we give, and that is a truly beautiful thing. It is a story of a life well lived, a story of a journey well traveled, and a story of a family whose love and integrity will continue to inspire, to teach, and to bring joy to all for many, many years to come. So let us go forward, with the spirit of Jed and his kin in our hearts. Let us live our lives with the same commitment to honesty, kindness, and love, and let us always remember that the best things in life are the ones we share with the ones we love. For in the end, that is what truly matters, and that is the true and most enduring legacy of a life well lived. A legacy that will continue to shine, to inspire, and to bring light to the world, for all of our days, and for all of time to come. As the story of Jed and his kin closes, we are left with a final, lingering feeling of joy, of warmth, and of connection. We know that their journey was not just their own, but a part of a larger story. The story of our own lives, the story of our own journeys, and the story of the love that binds us all together. And with that knowledge, we can step forward into our own future, with hope, with courage, and with the enduring power of the human heart, ready to write our own story, to live our own truth, and to share our own love for all of our days to come. And so we find ourselves, at the end of the day, standing on the threshold of our own new beginnings, with a heart full of memories, a spirit full of hope, and a resolve to live our lives with the same integrity, the same kindness, and the same love that we have seen and admired in the lives of others. And we do so with the knowledge that we are not alone, that we are part of a larger whole, and that we have the strength, the courage, and the love to find our own way, to thrive in our own right, and to leave our own unique mark on the world for all the days to come. The journey of life is a long and beautiful one, and as we look back on the story of Jed and his kin, we are reminded of the value of staying true to ourselves, the importance of cherishing our loved ones, and the power of living a life that is marked by honesty, kindness, and love. And with that, we can step forward into our own future, confident in the belief that the path we choose is the right one, and that the story we write is our own to tell, with every step of the way and every moment of our lives, as a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit for all of our days to come and beyond. This, then, is the story of a man, a family, and the journey of a lifetime, a journey that was, in truth, a journey of the heart. It is a story of finding one's way, of making one's home, and of discovering that the most important thing of all is the love we share with those around us. And as we move forward, let us remember this story, let us hold it in our hearts, and let us strive to live our lives with the same commitment to these values, so that we, too, may find our own unique way to thrive, to make a difference, and to leave our own beautiful mark on the world for all the days to come. As the story concludes, we are left with a feeling of completeness, a sense of having been on a journey that was worth every step, and a heart full of gratitude for the lessons learned, the bonds shared, and the love that will continue to endure long after the final word has been spoken. It is a story that has been a joy to tell, a story that has been an honor to share, and a story that will always be a part of our own as we move forward with hope and purpose into the future that lies ahead. For in the end, it is the story that remains, the story that inspires, and the story that guides us through the ups and the downs, through the highs and the lows, and through the many moments of our lives as we strive to live, to love, and to grow in our own unique way for all the days to come. And with that, we can move forward with the confidence and the strength that comes from knowing that we are part of something larger, something beautiful, and something that will continue to shine, to inspire and to bring light to the world for all of our days and for all of time to come. This, the journey of Jed and his kin, has been a beautiful and a lasting experience, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit and the beauty of the life we all lead. And as we close this chapter, let us remember the lessons, the joy, and the love that we have found, and let us carry it forward into our own lives, into our own journeys, and into the future as we continue to strive to be the best that we can be, and to leave the world a little better, a little brighter, and a little more beautiful than we found it. And so, we look forward to the future with a heart full of hope, a spirit full of courage, and a life full of love, knowing that we, too, can find our own way, that we, too, can thrive, and that we, too, have the power to make a difference in the world, one step, one moment, and one day at a time, for all of our days to come and beyond, in the beautiful, unfolding story of our own unique lives. The story of the man named Jed and his kin is, and will always be, a story of hope, of inspiration, and of the enduring power of the human spirit to find its way, even in the most unexpected of places, and to thrive, even when the path is not clear, because it is a story that speaks to the truth that we all know, deep down, in our own hearts, that it is the love we share, the integrity we maintain, and the kindness we show that truly makes life worth living, and that truly makes us who we are, today and for all the days to come. As the final light fades from the horizon and the stars take their place in the sky, we are left with the enduring memory of the journey, the lessons learned, and the joy of a life well lived, a journey that has taught us that the most important thing of all is not the destination, but the people we share the path with, the love we give along the way, and the integrity we carry in our hearts for all of our days and for all of time to come. With the memory of their story in our hearts, we look forward to the future, to the new paths we will walk, to the new stories we will tell, and to the new lives we will lead, each of us, in our own way, with the same hope, the same courage, and the same love that has defined the journey of Jed and his kin, and that will continue to guide us through all the days of our own unique and beautiful lives. And so, we find ourselves at the end of the journey, but also at the start of something new, a new chapter, a new day, and a new opportunity to live our lives with the same integrity, the same kindness, and the same love that has been the hallmark of the journey we have just shared, for that is the true and most lasting legacy of us all. Let us go forward, then, with the spirit of this journey in our hearts, with the courage of our convictions, and with the love that we share as we continue to live our own beautiful lives in the knowledge that we are all a part of a larger story, a story of hope, a story of growth, and a story of love that will continue to unfold, to inspire, and to bring light to the world for all of our days to come and beyond. This is the end of the story, but also the beginning of everything else, for the lessons we have learned, the love we have shared, and the memories we have made will continue to guide us, to inspire us, and to light our way as we step forward into our own future, confident in the belief that the path we choose is the right one, and that the story we write is our own to tell, with every step of the way and every moment of our lives, as a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. And as we move into the future, let us hold on to the values that we have seen and admired. Let us live our lives with honesty, kindness, and love. And let us always remember that the best things in life are the ones we share with the ones we love. For in the end, that is what truly matters, and that is the true and most enduring legacy of a life well lived. And with that, we can step forward into our own lives, into our own journeys, and into the future as we continue to strive to be the best that we can be and to make our own unique contribution to the story of the world for all the days to come. The journey continues for each and every one of us, and as we look ahead, let us remember the lessons of the past, let us embrace the opportunities of the present, and let us look forward to the future with a heart full of hope and a spirit full of courage, knowing that we are all a part of something larger, something beautiful, and something that will continue to unfold, to inspire, and to bring light to the world for all of our days to come and beyond. And so, we move forward with the memory of this story in our hearts and with the commitment to live our own lives with the same integrity, the same kindness, and the same love that we have seen in the lives of those we have come to know and admire, for they have taught us that we can all find our way, that we can all thrive, and that we can all make a difference in our own unique and beautiful way for all the days to come and beyond, in the story that we are all, together, continuing to write. The sun began its slow and lazy climb over the rolling hills of the Ozarks, casting long, golden shadows across the humble shack where the Clampett family made their home. Jed Clampett, a man of simple needs and even simpler pleasures, stepped onto his porch, his weathered boots creaking against the worn wooden planks. He looked out over the familiar landscape, a landscape he had known since he was a young boy, but today there was a different feeling in the air. It was a crisp morning, the kind that smelled of pine needles and damp earth. Jed was a poor mountaineer, a man who had spent his entire life working the land, scraping by on whatever he could gather, hunt, or trap. He was a man of quiet strength, his face etched with lines that told the story of many winters spent battling the elements, just to keep his family fed. He did not ask for much from life, and life, in turn, had not given him much to begin with. But he was content. He had his family, he had his health, and he had the mountains. Then came that one fateful day. It was a day like any other, or so it had seemed. Jed was out on his usual hunt, his rifle slung over his shoulder, his eyes scanning the brush for a stray rabbit or a squirrel to add to the evening pot. He was shooting at some food, just trying to provide for the evening meal, when fate intervened in a most unexpected way. He pulled the trigger, the crack of the rifle echoing through the quiet valley, and then something truly remarkable happened. Up through the ground came a bubbling crude. It was oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Life for the Clampetts changed in an instant. They were no longer the struggling family on the side of the mountain. They were suddenly the owners of a vast fortune. The first thing you know, Jed was a millionaire. The kinfolk, gathered around with wide eyes and hushed whispers, told him, "Jed, move away from there," said, "California is the place you ought to be." They promised him riches, luxury, and a life beyond anything he could have ever imagined in his wildest dreams. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars. They left behind the only home they had ever known, packed their belongings into the back of their old, beat-up truck, and set out for a world that was entirely foreign to them. The journey was long and arduous, a tapestry of winding roads and strange sights, but through it all, Jed remained the same man he had always been. He was kind, he was honest, and he was deeply devoted to his family. When they arrived in Beverly Hills, the contrast between their past and their present was staggering. They were fish out of water, trying to navigate a society that operated on rules they did not understand. Yet, they faced every day with humor and grace. One particular morning, before Jed had even made his way down to breakfast, the household was abuzz with activity. In the kitchen, the air was thick with the scent of coffee and the anticipation of the day to come. Granny was already at work, as she was every morning, though her mood was unusually somber. She had been fretful since the mail had arrived. "Hey, looky here, Granny. Someone done sent us a telegram," Jed announced as he entered the kitchen, holding the yellow envelope gingerly. "Don't open it, Jed. It is bad news," Granny warned, her voice trembling slightly. "How do you know, Granny?" Jed asked with a chuckle. "Telegrams is always bad news. Somebody has passed on." "I think we got to open it," Jed said, his voice dropping to a more serious tone. "Please do not, Jed," Granny pleaded, clutching her shawl tight. "There has been a death in the family. I just know it." "Now you are jumping to conclusions, Granny. You mark my words, it won't be long until old Duke will commence to howling. And you know what that means. Any howling around here will be done when Jethro comes down and finds out his breakfast ain't ready," Granny retorted, her eyes narrowing. "How can he think about food at a time like this, when there is a death in the family?" Jed questioned, though he could not help but smile at Granny's unwavering concern for her grandson's stomach. "Telegram do not have to mean that. Now I am going to open it," Jed declared, tearing the paper with steady hands. "I ain't going to listen," Granny said, turning her back to him. "It is from Llewellyn Aden in Monroe, Louisiana," Jed read aloud. "Why, that is that little girl that Jethro used to told her books back home." "I thought you was not going to listen," Jed teased. "Can I help it if I got ears like a hawk?" Granny muttered, turning back around. "Well, anyway, Llewellyn says she is coming to California. In fact, she is flying in this morning," Jed said, his brow furrowed in confusion. "What for?" Granny asked. "Well, she says she is finally going to take the big step, and she cannot wait to see Jethro." "I wonder what she means by the big step," Jed mused. "You do not have to find out," Granny said, her voice filled with ominous foreboding. "Morning, everyone."